legal in the country because he has the permit to sell those items. Right, let's have some conversation. We have Bernard Annan, the Public Relations Officer of the Small Scale Miners Association. He's joining us on the telephone. And then we have on Skype Richard Elima. Richard is the Executive Director of a Social Impact Group. And he's also joining us on Skype. Richard, thanks for joining us. And great to be with you. Let me begin with you before I go on to the telephone lines. I know that the police administration has been criticized for taking the donation from the Chinese company because there are many who think that this might compromise the police fight against Galamsey. Do you see it that way, that the donation could compromise the police service in its efforts to tackle the Galamsey menace?
Well, I think this perception is not misplaced at all, and it is because of the history. If you come to the communities, the perception of the police as being complicit in Galamsey is what is fueling this kind of perception. So to that extent, yes, I can say that the perception going around is there could be it could be justified. So if you have a police that is seen as complicit in Galamsey, and then we have Chinese donating to the police, that obviously fuels this kind of perception. So I'm not surprised at all.
But the police need that money to construct the PIPS building, which it openly made a request for individual benevolent groups, societies to donate to. So from where you stand, beyond the fact that this raises a lot of questions on police being complicit and all of that, there is also those who argue that this is actually a social responsibility from the company which operates in Ghana.
Yes, take the profile of the company we are talking about. They sell mining equipment. And who are their biggest customers? It is these Chinese illegal miners. They buy from this company. And that is why I'm saying that they could be doing legitimate business, no doubt about it. But if you look at the timing of the donation, coming at a time when civil society, the media, religious bodies have ganged up and everybody is now shouting Galamsey, Galamsey. I'm sure that is what is fueling this whole kind of.
Right, so my last question, then we'll switch our discussion to Bernard on the telephone. Would you say that the police service should return that money? Hello, Richard. Right. Let's quickly go on to the telephone lines and speak with Bernard Annan, who is a public relations officer of the Small Scale Miners Association. So, Ms. Annan, good evening and thank you very much. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Great. Nice to hear from you. Now, the directive from government is that you should stop the Galamsey in 3 weeks. We are in the second week. Are you stopping?
I'm greeting to your cherished listeners. We in the small scales industry, our position is simple. During the electioneering campaign, His Excellency Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo in Obuasi said when he wins power, he is going to put some mechanics in place, measures in place to streamline our activities in the country.
Bernard, I know you're possibly watching us whilst you're talking to us, but you need to turn down the volume on your TV set so we don't get the feedback. We're getting a terrible feedback, which is...
Are you still getting the feedback?
Yes, we're better now, so if your volume is down, that's good. So you're saying that during the elections, the president made a promise to you, or what?
That he will put some mechanism in place to streamline our activities in the country, because he's not going to collapse our small-scale industry in the country. So we are waiting for his promise. We are waiting for the new government measures he's going to put in place to streamline our activities.
Okay, Mr. Anand, so
if
Mr. Anand,
the minister
let me
is
come in.
saying
I
that
beg
he's
your pardon.
going
Mr.
to
Anand,
clamp down the Galamsey.
Mr. Anand, can you hear me?
I'm listening to you.
Great. Now, you are saying that the president promised you during the campaign that he will streamline your activities. I want you to share with us, maybe me and Ghanaians, what your expectations are of streamlining. If the president said streamlining, your understanding is that he will allow you to continue your illegal mining activities and damage the environment, or what? You expect to continue with it and still get to operate? I mean, that's not possible. You destroy the environment and then you say government should come and streamline. What kind of streamlining are you expecting?
That's right. There's three types of this small-scale mining in the community, in the country. We have alluvial mining, which these Chinese people introduced in our country, destroying our water bodies and the forest. We know that. Before the Chinese people present in the country, the small-scale mining were in the country without destroying streams or forests. So we in the small-scale industry as Ghanaians, we are all against the alluvial mining which these Chinese people introduced in our country. And we in the hard rock, which we term it as honeycomb mining, we don't destroy streams, we don't destroy forests. So we think that government will sit down with us, share his ideas with us, so that we tell him what we think we should stop them.
Very interesting. So what you're expecting is that government will kick out the Chinese illegal miners because their method is what you claim is destroying the environment. But what about your method? Your method, even though it's not in the water bodies, it's also destroying the topsoil and the surface and destroying, having a negative effect on agriculture.
You know what? We have minerals in our country, but the law is said that it allows foreigners to take our minerals from our country. Why the law denies the indigenous in the country? It's unfortunate because, you see, these multinational companies, they use bulldozers, excavators, so ever to destroy our forests. But because the law allows these multinational companies, they operate. We are using pickers, shovels to do our activities, but we are destroying environment. Why these multinational companies are not destroying the environment? It is unfortunate. That's why we were waiting for His Excellency to tell us what to do and what not to do, because it's a job creation. You know, these people in this industry, this sector, I'm telling you, nationwide, we are more than 2 million.
Right.
So if you are going to stop them from operating in this country, if government is ready, as he promised, one factory, one district, if that is in place, why not? We need to survive. So if he has created opportunity for us, why wouldn't you stop this activity and go in there and work?
Right, Mr. Bernard Annan, we're grateful for your time. Bernard Annan speaks for the Small Scale Miners Association, and you heard him literally suggesting that those who are really destroying the environment are the Chinese, while they use proper methods which do not destroy the environment. Let's